Hello everyone, I am Chris Phillips, back again to do yet another video review, this time of NCAA Football 2007, developed by Tiburon and published by EA Sports on the Xbox 360. In my mind, the NCAA franchise has always been unfairly compared to other football franchises. In past years, it's always been unfairly compared to the Madden football franchise. Most people will just say it's Madden with college teams instead of pro teams. Anyone who's played both NCAA football and Madden for a significant amount of time knows that these two games are different. This year, however, NCAA Football 2007 on the Xbox 360 is being unfairly compared to its PS2 and Xbox counterparts, with people complaining that all the features that you see in the Xbox and PlayStation 2 versions of NCAA Football 2007 are not in NCAA Football 2007 on the Xbox 360. That is unfair because just like the Next Gen Madden series, they are rebuilding their engine from the ground up. So it's going to take some time to get all those modes you see in the Xbox and the PS2 onto the Xbox 360. With that being said, as you may have guessed, NCAA Football 2007 is the first NCAA football game on the Xbox 360. And as you would expect, the game is beautiful, whether you're talking about stadiums or player models. Beautiful just all around. But we do see some frame rate issues when you're panning the whole stadium and you kind of see all the fans. The system has a little bit of troubles rendering all the fans, but that won't affect gameplay in any way, shape, or form. Merely cosmetic. And while we're talking about camera movement and everything, I should really touch on presentation. The presentation in this game is lacking greatly. For an example, pre-game show is just pan shots of the stadium, and then the announcer goes, "Okay, time for the coin toss."
Well, that's it for our pregame. Let's get down to the field so we can get this thing started with a coin toss sponsored by Coca-Cola.
That's it. And watch what happens when I win the national championship.
This year we have our national champion after a great game and a great season of college football. Guys, what can you say about our national champs?
What a year it's been, my friends.
Yep, just a lower third graphic. Couldn't do anything a little bit more presentation-wise. Couldn't have had players celebrating. It's lacking completely, and they do some cool replay cameras that kind of look like broadcast stuff, but next year, just like all EA Sports titles, gotta bump up the presentation. Go play NFL 2K5. They know how to do football presentation. Just EA, take 5 seconds, go play it. Copy. You have the ESPN license, just copy. I won't complain. I won't say you stole it from 2K. I just want good presentation. Please. I'm begging you. Alright. Moving on to the gameplay, which is the shining beacon in this game. The thing that saves this game completely. The gameplay is incredible. This year you're using a completely revamped controlling system. The system will take a little bit of time to get used to for NCAA veterans, but once you get into it, you'll realize you have a lot more creativity in what you can do when throwing the ball or running the ball. Side note, however, you do not have to use the passing cone in this game. Yay! If you're passing the football and you accidentally hit the right analog stick, the passing cone will come up, and you might as well just throw the football away by then, because you can't like lock onto a receiver. You kind of just have to control it. So if you accidentally touch the right analog stick, just click it and throw the ball away. Counterpoint to the gameplay, however, animations are a little bit spotty at times. There's some animation glitches like this tackle. Every time I've seen this tackle happen, I've seen the players separate. It's like Moses parting the Red Sea in between these players. And it happens every time this animation happens. There are also some funny other animations that you can't see when you're really playing the game, but once you get into replay mode, all these really funky animations will pop out at you, and it'll be like a black eye on the game. Again, they won't affect gameplay, just a little bit of weird, oh wow, that's a little weird glitch. Those things will be smoothed out. It's a first generation Xbox 360 title. You kind of expect to see those things, but it's not an excuse. When you actually get to gameplay modes, you have 5 to pick from. Yes, 5. And 2 of those is practice and exhibition. Yeah, it kind of sounds like the gameplay modes you'll see in a PSP version of the game, not the Xbox 360 version of the game. Dynasty mode is good, not comparing it to the previous years on other platforms, but very good, solid. You can do everything you would expect to do in a dynasty mode. Again, presentation's lacking a little bit. Watch what happens when I win the Heisman. Yes, another lower third graphic. That's it. Online mode's fun. There is a little bit of lag I found in most of the games I played. 50-50. Some games were good, some games were not. But when you're playing an online game, you really want the lag to non-laggy games be 80% non-laggy, 20% laggy at most. But once you actually get into a good game, very fun to play online. If you have some buddies, I definitely recommend playing this game online with them. And the final mode is the minigame modes, which the minigames are surprisingly fun and addictive in this game. There are 3 minigames: an option running minigame, a bowling minigame, and a tug of war minigame. Option running is you only can do the option run plays, and you got 2 minutes to rack up as many points as you can. Bowling, they start you off at the 10-yard line going in, and it's basically set up like bowling. You have 10 yards. If you get 6 yards, that's 6 pins. If you get out on the second time, that's a spare. If you score on the first time, it's a strike. Pretty basic. My favorite, however, is tug of war. In tug of war, the ball will start off at the 50-yard line. You will take an offensive play. And if you move the ball up, say 10 yards to the 40-yard line, the person you're playing will start at that 40-yard line going the other way. And it's a constant tug of war, hence the name, trying to move the ball back and forth. If you get 20 yards, they have to try and get those 20 yards back on their offensive play. If you sack the quarterback, it's almost like an offensive play for you because you've moved the ball closer to the end zone you're attacking. That's fun and addictive. Only problem with that minigame? It's not on Xbox Live. What were you thinking, EA? Seriously, your games online take an hour. What if I want to play a quick 10-minute game of tug of war? Seriously, EA, think. In the end, for people who have never played the NCAA football franchise before, you may just want to rent this because it may not be the game you're looking for. You may just want to wait for Madden to come out in another month. For the NCAA football veterans out there, you may be disappointed in the lack of gameplay modes, but the actual gameplay will win you over very, very quickly. And if you play the game online, you'll have absolutely nothing to complain about because there's great competition to be had in this game.
Touchdown! What a huge touchdown. I can't believe that they're able to grab the lead with almost no time left on the clock.
That was a perfect lesson in clock management. They got into the end zone, and barring a small miracle, they will win this game.